Hey everybody, it's Parker from Games Street Ministry by YM360. We make games so good, they're really good. And today we're looking at Claw Machine, which is not really a game, it's more of a picker. So rather than having a name picker, this is a head picker. So what you would do is you'd fill this up with the photos of your students' faces or your volunteers, whatever you have, and you would drop the claw. It'll go in, reach in, and it will pull a random head out. Boom, that guy is the winner of maybe a prize, or maybe he has to play a game, or he has to drink the hot dog water, whatever you guys are doing. It'll drop it right there, and now he's the one that has to play. You can also kind of scoot over and you can grab another head, and we'll kind of go over here and we'll drop down right here, and we're going to pick another head out of the group. And now this guy right here is also playing. So these two are doing a head-to-head competition. Again, it's whatever you guys are doing for your actual games. And it's going to just drop it right here. Whenever you're done and you're like, hey, let's get rid of those two guys, you just press a button and it will drop them, and then you can keep going. So let's go over to our controls really quickly, and I'll kind of show you how this all works and give you some tips. So this is the settings that we have right here. These heads are the ones that I'm just using as a default. They're like stock photography heads. But once you create a head for your student, you can use them for any of our games that use these heads, and it's the same exact interface. So what we're going to do right here is, let me just show you. If you click on Add Heads, it'll bring up a window, and you can click on any head that you have that's pre-made or ready to go. And let me kind of zoom into this one really quickly. This is a PNG file, and what I did was I took this into Photoshop and I just did an outline select of the guy, and then I deleted the background and saved that as a PNG file. So that way we have this nice transparent background with his head there, and that's what gets loaded in. So what you would do is you click that, then you click open, and then it would add him to the list right here. But if you don't have Photoshop or the ability to do that, there's a tool right underneath here. It says need help creating heads for your photo or from your photos. Click here. So what you do, you click here. I will do a quick rundown of this one. All you do is you click on the image right here, grab a photo of any of your students. Here is my son on the first day of school. You scale up until you fit their face in the circle, and you can drag it down just like that. And probably right there is probably good. Then what you do is you grab these little dots and you just bring them closer to the head until it kind of masks out the person. You go all the way around. You can click toggle preview to kind of see how you're doing, but you get the general idea, and you just want to get as close as you can, and that will crop out the person, their head. When you're done, you click on save photo. It'll ask you to save it somewhere. You can see I've actually done this a few times for other tutorials. So we'll do Charlie 4 for this one, and we'll save it, and now he is saved. We'll close our head maker, go to add heads, and then you can grab the one that we just created right here, charlie4.png, click open, and now he has been added to the list. For this one, I'm actually going to not add him right now. I'm just going to kind of show you guys what you can do with these ones right here. So let's show the controls. And on the controls, it's really, really simple. So you just have your left arrow key and your right arrow key, or you can just press and hold these buttons. But the right arrow key will just move your claw over to the right. And when you're ready to select, you just click drop claw. Now, one thing that's important to understand is these heads right here, they have nothing to do with the game. So you're not actually dropping it to get this guy right here. What it does is it goes behind them, and then it will randomly grab a head and then bring it up. So you'll always get a head in this game. Wait, that's pretty funny. Okay, so you'll always grab a head in the Claw Machine game. Dropping the claw will drop the claw. It will grab it, and it will bring it up, and then it will scoot it over automatically to the very left, and then it will drop that head into the, let's scoot over here, right there. It'll drop it into the little drawer right there, and then when you're ready, you can do the open trap floor button or the enter key, and that will just drop it. Oh, and sorry, dropping the claw is the space bar. So open the trap door, you'll see the head falls down, and now you're done. The reason there is a reset button there is because now that that head has been picked, and so has the other guy, they've both been picked already, those two people are now no longer eligible to be picked again unless we reset it. So if I were to click on reset right now, I'll do it right now. Boom, now nothing changes on the front end, but now in the back end of the game, it knows, oh, I can now grab that guy again or grab that girl's head again, and that way, you can continue the game. In case you run out of heads and you want to start over. Another important thing is if you wanted to add somebody's head twice, you can totally do that. So let's go add heads, and we'll grab somebody. We'll grab, who is this? Head 2 is that derpy looking guy. And then we'll click open, and you'll see he's been added again. And we'll click save. And what that does, it sets up the game again. And once that's done, we'll look over here. So his head is now available to be picked twice in the game. If you want to do that for whatever reason, give someone a better chance of winning or something to that effect, you can totally do that. Once you run out of heads, so let's say that all 5 heads on this list have been picked, what will happen if you do the claw? It will go straight down, and then it will come straight back up with nothing in its hands or in its claws, and that way you'll know that, oh, this head has already been picked, or all the heads have already been picked. So either the game is over, or you can just hit reset and then start all over. You can also stack multiple heads in here. So if you were to grab all 5 heads, you could totally just stack them. They'll stack up on top of each other, and when you're done, just drop the trapdoor and clear them out. So this is good for when you want to pick somebody for a prize, if you want to pick them for to play a game. Maybe it's a bad thing, they don't want their head picked and they have to drink the hot dog water or something like that. You could always pick 2 heads. So you could say, okay, the first person who's going to be playing is so-and-so, and everyone's cheering. It's like, oh yeah, it's that girl, yeah, this is going to be crazy. And they'll go over here and drop. And then what you do is you pick the next person. So we'll let that drop. And now we'll scoot over. And I'm just using the arrow keys right now. We'll scoot over, and then we'll drop it again. It doesn't matter where it drops because it's all, whoa, it's crazy. Oh, I forgot about it. That's really good. I'm glad I remember this. If it's going too wild and crazy, it just comes back up. And that way, because we want it to look like it's actually picking a head in there. There it goes. It comes up, and now it's like, oh, now that guy. So these two, those two are going to, do verses for this game, whatever it is, whatever game you guys are playing. So those 2 people are going to be doing that. And then again, when you're ready, you just press the enter key, and then that'll drop them down. You can pick other people. So with all that said, this is Claw Machine. I hope you guys like this one, and it is helpful for Youth Ministry, and I will see you in the next game.